exchanges. We have exchanges throughout different levels. There are a number of reform measures of Connect schemes. We have seen fruitful results. That includes the GBA youth employment schemes, manpower exchange programs, examination recognition, vehicles, cross-boundary vehicles, arbitration using Hong Kong laws, and the use of Hong Kong medical equipment in the GBA. There are plenty of opportunities for the use of both sides, and the cooperation is conducive to further exchange. The GBA is an area with the highest economic activity. It has a population of $27 million. In 2023, the GDP has exceeded 14 trillion renminbi. The GBA is 1% of the size of our country, but it is the economic growth of 1/9 of the country. It is very likely that it will be the most important one of the 4 Bay Areas. Last year, President Xi emphasized that in the new development area, the GBA occupies an important strategic position. It will become a pivotal point, a high-quality development area, as well as the leader of further development. This is a new strategic position and new role given to the GBA by President Xi. The theme of this conference is to take stock of what we have achieved in the past year, as well as to map the way forward in cooperation areas on medical, finance, healthcare, cross-boundary transport, as well as cross-boundary trade. We will continue to enhance cooperation between the two places. There is still a lot of potential of cooperation and development in the GBA. The two sides, the different cities in the GBA complement one another. There are plenty of opportunities. Apart from this joint cooperation conference, Hong Kong has been working to enhance cooperation with different areas. We work with different cities, municipalities, as well as autonomous areas to enhance cooperation so that we can take forward high-quality development with Guangdong, Hubei, Shenzhen, Sichuan, Chongqing, and the Pearl River Delta. There are different cooperation mechanisms covering healthcare, culture, tourism, education, finance, innovation, and technology. On a district level, there are 5 mainland offices as well as 11 liaison offices in mainland China. We have had close liaison with mainland authorities. We organize visits to different organizations to explore more cooperation opportunities. That's the work of the government. We need to seize the opportunity of development of the country. When I took office in 2022, I set up the steering committee of integration into national development. I am the head, and the 3 secretary of departments are the deputies. We work on different areas to enhance our integration into national development. The steering committee take lead of various measures. For example, the integration into the Belt and Road Initiative, the 14th Five-Year Plan, as well as other national development plans. We will continue to work with different regions and areas on the mainland. We will leverage our position as being well connected with the mainland and different parts of the world. We will work on a complementary basis with different areas and regions. We will work towards high-quality development as well as new quality productive forces. Now the floor is open for questions. When you're named, please use the microphone and ask no more than 2 questions.
Good morning, Chief Executive. I'm from Tsingtao. About the voltage dip incidents since the beginning of this year, apparently we have had a number of voltage dip incidents affecting the public. According to the CLP, this is due to the weather condition, so it is envisaged that such incidents will repeat. So how do you ensure that the power company is properly monitored to prevent a repeat of these incidents? And a penalty mechanism should be introduced in the scheme of control agreements to prevent the repeat of voltage dip incidents. About the blunder at the airport, many passengers were disappointed. What is your take in terms of hardware? Will there be any plan to revamp the assets? I'm very concerned about a spate of power incidents relating to the CLP in the past few months. Stable power supply is of paramount importance to people's livelihood as well as economic development. The voltage dip incident happened on the 23rd of June, and the incident affected the stability of power supply in different areas in Kowloon in the New Territories. According to preliminary investigation, the voltage dip incident was due to the unstable weather. Still, the CLP should find out the root cause of the problem. The EMSD has set up a task force, and the CLP is urged to investigate and find out the cause of the incident. It should also draw up improvement plans, and a detailed report should be submitted. The Secretary for Ecology and the Environment has urged the CLP to enhance the capability of the power supply system and its resilience against inclement weather. The CLP should also enhance or follow up on enhancing the lightning protection capability of the power supply system in light of the escalating risks as a result of more frequent thunderstorm warnings in recent months. A steady supply of power is of paramount importance to people's livelihood. It also affects economic activities. The CLP should tackle the problem at source and prevent a repeat of such incidents. We have always enjoyed reliable and stable power supply, and this is something that Hong Kong is proud of. So we will definitely follow up on the matter, and we will also urge the CLP to take improvement measures. It is, after all, a very huge system, and it is important that every aspect of the system is well maintained to ensure stability. We should also enhance our resilience. For example, because of power disruptions, some lifts may become out of order. But in light of the advanced technologies we have, there are ways to deal with such uncertainties. And we also need more manpower to tackle problems arising from the unstable weather. That means we need to conduct a comprehensive review of the facilities in buildings. Backup power supply should be installed to prevent disruption to people's day-to-day activities. And the backup system could also help address the negative impact on our economy. We're going to urge the CLP to review the situation. Regarding the failure of the flight information display system at the Hong Kong International Airport, I am very concerned. I think this should be avoided. Hong Kong is an aviation hub, and every day there are over 1,000 flights handled by the airport, and many passengers are therefore affected. An improvement is definitely needed. Now, after the incident happened, the Transport and Logistics Bureau immediately met with the representatives of the Hong Kong International Airport. The government expressed concerns and inquired about the cause of the incidents. We also urged the authority to draw up improvement measures. Now, there are problems in terms of interfacing between systems, and these problems must be addressed. We've urged the airport authority to investigate and submit a detailed report to us. This report will explain the cause of the incident. It will also contain responsive measures and also a review in order to enhance the capability and resilience against such incidents. We should avoid a repeat of such incidents, and we urge the airport authorities to submit the report as quickly as possible. The Transport and Logistics Bureau will work with the airport authority in conducting a comprehensive review of the hardware, including the backup system and the response in triggering the backup system, as well as system management. Especially since the third runway system will be commissioned soon, we need to make sure that these systems will work seamlessly. I emphasize that the Hong Kong International Airport is a very important hardware to bolster our competitiveness. As an international aviation hub, we need to provide world-class aviation service. It is therefore important to provide quality and stable services to our passengers. We will urge the airport authority to conduct a thorough investigation and avoid the repeat. Next question. Over there, last row, this reporter in black.
Mr. Lee from TMHK. So the government has ordered a probe into Sunday's disruption at the airport, and that incident comes within days after one of the runways failed to operate. So would the government consider the two incidents are individual events, or there's a need to take a holistic look of the overall operation of the airport? And secondly, parts of Hong Kong recently experienced a voltage dip, and CLP Power said it might be affected by bad weather. So would you say the power firm is too late to upgrade a system or weatherproof its facilities? And would the government take a look at other public utilities firms about their system readiness to deal with severe weather? Thank you.
I am concerned over the flight information display system failure on Sunday at the Hong Kong International Airport. Although no flights were cancelled, a lot of passengers were affected. The Transport and Logistics Bureau has already immediately met with the Airport Authority's management team and expressed our concern on the incident. They have heard the briefing by the management team regarding the preliminary finding of the incident and also the immediate measures that were taken. The Transport and Logistics Bureau has already asked the Airport Authority to conduct a detailed investigation and reviewed the relevant contingency plans and submit a full report to the Bureau on the causes of the incidents, the contingency plans, and also prevention plans against similar incidents. We have asked the Airport Authority to conduct a comprehensive review of the system, including its backup system, to upgrade its capacity in activating the system and to review its risk management measures amid the completion of the third runway system. Hong Kong International Airport is an international aviation hub. It is of paramount importance to provide high quality and stable services to passengers. We have therefore asked the airport authority to investigate in detail and prevent similar incidents from happening again. It is important that we look at all the system comprehensively so that their working in concert is smooth, and we have confidence of good system working together, well-maintained, regularly checked, together with good contingency plans worked out, which will be improved according to experience, increase manpower, and ensure good communication is made to passengers. I think the airport authority takes this matter seriously, and they have always been keen in promoting their services. So we will look at the investigation report in detail and ensure that there will be good system in place, good responses, and also good communication for people to be able to respond to different incidents. In regard to the series of power failure incidents of China Power Limited in the past few months, I must emphasize once again how important stable and reliable supply of electricity to citizens and also to businesses. And the stable and smooth supply is also essential to economic development of Hong Kong. The voltage dip incident that occurred on the 23rd of June affected the stability of power supply in different areas in Kowloon and New Territories. Although the preliminary investigation indicates that the cause of this voltage dip might be caused by unstable weather, CLP must quickly identify the actual cause of the incident. The EMSC department has asked CLP to identify the cause of the power supply incident as soon as possible, formulate improvement plans, and submit a detailed report within 4 weeks. EMSD has also formed a task force to follow up on the improvement plans proposed by CLP. The Secretary for the Environment has asked CLP to enhance the capability of power supply system as a whole to withstand the impact of inclement weather. The Director of EMSC will follow up the matter with CLP immediately with a view to reducing the risk brought about by the high frequency of thunderstorm warnings during these few months. I reiterate that a stable and reliable power supply system is important for the well-being of the people and also for our economic activities. It is necessary for CLP to identify the root causes of the problem, make fundamental improvements to reduce the chances of similar incidents in the future, and maintain the stable and reliable power supply that Hong Kong always been proud of. Some systems may have been running for a long time, so it is important that they are always well maintained, that there will be a good system to ensure that periodic checks take place. There is also a system for the improvement of staff performance and knowledge in this regard. And what is also essential is the emergency response capability of CLP, including setting up teams with stronger manpower, with more support, so that when incident does occur, then the quickest response is offered. So the reduction of power stoppage is reduced to the maximum so that people can get back to their normal activities as soon as possible. I have asked CLP to do a comprehensive review in this regard because it is in the power company's interest. It is in the power supply interest of Hong Kong as a whole. And I think CLP will take this matter seriously.
好，下一條提問。
Next question. The reporter in white, please. Good morning. I'm from cable TV. And 1st of July is round the corner. There will be many celebratory activities all over Hong Kong. Will the government increase deployment of police officers at various locations? Would it be different from the arrangements of last year? Will there be enhancement to safeguard national security? And there is no march on the 1st of July. What do you think the message is? And you said previously that the priority of the government is to address housing problem and to legislate for Article 23. Constitutional reform is not a priority. Now you have legislated for Article 23. Do you think, what do you think the key area is in the remaining term of your office? And how will the government address the issue of constitutional reform? The reunification is an important date. It marks the 27th anniversary of the reunification to our motherland. I'm sure that after people have gone through what happened in 2019, people cherish the stability we have now. I believe that people will welcome the celebratory activities of the reunification, and they look forward to it. People have different views about different things, and there are many ways to express their opinions. We have many different channels for people to voice their views in Hong Kong. We hope that people will celebrate the 1st of July happily. At the same time, we have to stay vigilant against undesirable activities taking place, say for example, activities that hijack this important date. We now have stability. Our security is safeguarded. I'm sure people will look forward to this to these celebrations. The police will take into account the situation and make arrangements as necessary. This is a day of celebration, and I've already told you about the various transportation offers, making it easy for members of the public to engage in different activities. There are also free admissions of cultural and recreational venues. There are also offers in shops, restaurants. Under the AFCD, there are also special venues and activities offering special deals. You asked a question about constitutional reform. I've already made my thoughts very clear, and my thoughts will not change. Constitutional reform is not our priority. We have completed the legislation of Article 23. We have fulfilled our constitutional duty. We will now focus on our economy, our development, as well as on the improvement of people's livelihood. You asked me about what we plan to do in the future. I can tell you that we will focus on enhancing people's livelihood as well as on the economy. When I took office, there was a negative economic growth. It's now a positive growth. It was minus 3.7 when I took office. It's now 3.3 economic growth. And I believe that this year there will be 2.5 to 3.5% GDP growth. We have launched various measures to prop up the economy. We have done away with the cooling measures. The market has returned to normal. There are various measures to help people get on the property ladder. We have light public housing. Yesterday, applications started, and it seems that the response was quite good. I hope that our measures will help people with their housing problems. We have identified sufficient land to fulfill the demand in the coming 10 years in public and private housing. The second area is that we will strengthen our inherent strength. There are plenty of opportunities and measures. We have measures to attract talents and enterprises. Our efforts have been fruitful. Our competitiveness has improved, and we have also enhanced our efforts in improving our position. We'll continue with $90 billion spending on public works, an increase by about 10 billion or so than the previous 5 years. In terms of invigorating our economy, we have organized day and night vibe activities. We have the mega event. We've also launched headquarters economy. You may have heard that the Hong Kong Investment Corporation has successfully invited 2 strategic enterprises to come to Hong Kong. Oasis and Invest Hong Kong have invited various enterprises to come here. And the extent of growth is higher than in previous years. We have also seized upon international opportunities. Well, for national development opportunities, as you can see, that our country has registered a growth of about 5%. It's a sizable economy. An economic growth of 5% is significant. So we plan on riding on the opportunities brought by our national development. That includes Belt and Road Initiative, the GBA development, as well as the 14th Five-Year Plan. As I told you that on Thursday, I will have the Hong Kong-Guangdong Cooperation Joint Conference. We will explore further cooperation and development in the GBA. We will also try to seize upon opportunities in the international community. We will try to be a member of RCEP. We will work with ASEAN. We will explore new markets, say for example, Middle Asia as well as Middle East, Central Asia. I myself and Secretary of Departments as well as Secretaries of Bureaus will all work together. In short, we will focus on our economy and focus on improving people's livelihood. We will leverage Hong Kong's strength. We will make good use of national and international development opportunities. As long as we stay united, we will be able to scale new heights. This is a time when Hong Kong's economy is transforming. We need to be innovative. We need to be flexible. We need to make good use of our resilience. I'm very confident about the future of Hong Kong. That's the end of today's press conference. Thank you.